So this is the outcome that I created in the outcomes tool for plant identification, and this is basically how quizzes are graded. And as you can see here, they're required to know the genus, the specific epithet, the common name, and the family name of the plants that they're introduced to. And so I created an outcome table for this, where if they get it right and they spell it right, then they get full points. If they spell it wrong, they miss 1 point. Otherwise, they're going to get 0 points. So their total score for the genus is 4, 3, or 0. Same thing for the specific epithet, common name, and family name, with the exception of if they've got a spelling error that it's still pretty obvious that they know what the family name is. I don't take off any points because it's only worth 1 point to begin with. I can't figure out how to get the table to break it up into more than several columns so that the genus could be on one column, the specific epithet on another. And I also can't get it to change its calculation method so that the final score is actually 10 points instead of 4. But otherwise, I created that table for the outcome of plant identification. I created a question bank that has a lot of the plants that we utilize for plant identification, and you can see that it's basically what is the scientific common and family name for each plant. Each one has its own picture and its associated question, and I can move them into different quizzes as I need to. The challenge I run into is you can see they're all labeled as question as a title, and that is because I haven't figured out yet a way to label them so that the students don't have the opportunity to see what the answer is when I try to organize them. Okay, one of the things that I do is teach plant identification, and trying to get them to learn to memorize is difficult. So I created a list of all 14 plants from the first list, and then I created a quiz which will randomly pull 10 of them. So every time they take it, and they can take it as many times as they want, it will pull 10 different plants from the 14, and you can see that they have to do the scientific, the common, and the family name. It's worth a total of 10 points, but I could not get the quizzing system to break it down into individual points for individual parts of the scientific name.